paying for school is becoming like, it's a really big burden on my parents and everything. My mom's taken up a second job actually, and they're doing the best they can, but me working is helping them out a lot. I'm going to continue working, and I might have to start working more. I only work 3 shifts right now, but I might have to take up more to help them because the economy now is just going down, and everyone's feeling the effects of it.
My parents lost a lot of money in like the credit mix-up thing. Like they had some property and stuff that tanked, so they don't have very good credit, so I couldn't get private student loans. And I obviously don't have any credit. My biggest worry is that I will have all this debt right when I get out, and I won't be able to find a job that can, pay for it.
I have about $37,000 of debt from undergrad. I took a 1.5 years off for financial reasons because neither of my parents make enough money to help me out really, nor do either of them have good credit either. So a really close friend of mine's parents are very, very well off, and they agreed to co-sign the rest of my loans for me to finish school, which is kind of why I'm still here and what I'm doing. For me personally, it's like living in like a self-contained delusion, really. I mean, honestly, like I keep acquiring more and more debt because it's what I'm told I need to do. Financially indebt myself another like $10,000 or $15,000 just to get the degree that isn't going to get me a job to pay back all the money that I owe. So like, Sallie Mae has the deeds to my soul. So.
I kind of always knew that I would be working through college, mainly just because I like working. I don't like just sitting around doing nothing. So like having a job is actually really good for me. And there's your Sierra Mist. Have a good night, guys. I know my dad put most of my money in the stock market. That was supposed to be for my college fund. So I've been having to like work to like save up more money, just make up for the drop in the stock market, and I'll probably have to take out loans soon.
I don't know the exact amount of what I've borrowed so far. I do know what by the time I graduate, I'll probably be anywhere between $20,000 and $25,000 in debt. And I know my dad and I fight all the time because he tells me to come home, save some money. But I don't really want to compromise going to the school that I want to study what I want to come home and have it easier. So,
Alex, you got food up.
All right. My dad knows what it's like to be in debt and have credit cards and things hanging over his head. And he just doesn't want that for me, which I understand a lot. But at the same time, I want to go somewhere where I can study what I want. Back home, there's not a school that offers photography as a major.
I'm no longer in school. I ran into some money issues, so I had to leave. And my original idea was to start working here and totally make enough money to go back to school, but it's harder than you think because you still have to pay for being alive. I think that a lot of parents who were planning for their kids' education didn't save enough. The cost of tuition and books and all this stuff shot up. Like, you're figuring if you had a kid 20 years ago and you were like, oh, well, I'll have to save, this much plus a little extra for inflation, and then you look at the prices of school, like, now versus 20, 25 years ago, it's insane. It's insane.
You hear that, especially in election, you hear all this shit about the American dream. Well, what's the American dream when, now I'm paying, but it's like, I just was talking to my buddy about it. I think I'm paying $800 a month. Yeah, $800 a month in loans and debt just for school alone. And I manage a pizza place. My little sister's visiting. Hi, sister. I haven't seen her. Hi. Good to see you. I haven't seen her in a couple months. Actually, funny, I haven't seen her in a couple months because she stopped going to college, moved back in with her parents because of the expenses of living down here. So you make the decision. You can stick it out like me and be $60,000 in debt, give or take, or you can just get a full-time job and then get your education, further down the line. I guess that's the economics of going to college is you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.